What's up, guys? So Apple just wrapped up their iPhone 4 press conference to talk about these antenna issues that everyone's been having. Well, according to their data, not everyone's been having. So here's what they said. So they started off talking about their numbers and everything, which really they shouldn't have. They dragged this out into an hour-long press conference, and it could have been talked about in 5 minutes and addressed all these issues. So actually, they started out comparing the iPhone 4 signal issues to other phones. That's not what we're talking. That's not what everybody's worrying about, and all the media is talking about. The media is talking about the problems with iPhone 4. Of course, they are blowing it out of proportion a little bit, and a lot of people aren't having these problems. But then again, a lot of people are, and I am one of those users. So the media has been reporting that Apple actually knew about all these issues of the antenna on the iPhone 4, but according to Apple and Steve Jobs, they didn't really think these were issues. They went through extensive testing of the iPhone 4, and they knew other smartphones has had these problems, and they just did not think it was an issue. And actually, since the release of the iPhone 4, only 0.55, that's less than 1%, have contacted Apple Care about the issues with the antenna. Now, I don't know if that's real data or not, but less than 1%, that's not too big of a problem. But you think they would try to fix these issues, or even though it is less than 1%, they would actually notice that it is an issue. But basically what Apple is saying is that the media is blowing it out of proportion. And I think they kind of are, but then again, Apple needs to take these issues a little bit more seriously and not say it's not an issue and we don't really need to worry about it. Here's some more data. The iPhone 3GS had 6% return rate, and the iPhone 4 apparently has had a 1.7% return rate. So people are having issues with it, but nobody's returning it. But that's basically what they're saying. Their data is showing that nobody's having problems with it, or there are people having problems with it, but it's just a small percentage of people. Now, they do say it is a small percentage of users, and they do care about every user. So here's what they're going to do. So starting late next week, somewhere around July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, they are going to be giving everyone that purchased an iPhone 4 a free bumper. Or, since they can't actually produce enough bumpers for everybody that purchased an iPhone 4, they're going to be also giving you a choice of many cases. They'll have them on the site later. Now, if you already purchased some bumpers, they're actually even going to give you a refund, and I think the bumpers are about $30, so you're going to get a $30 refund or whatever you spent on the bumpers. So basically, that is their solution for this. They're going to give everybody cases, and they're going to do that for every iPhone purchase before September 30th. Now, when somebody asks in the Q&A at the end of the event, what happens after September 30th, they said maybe something will change by then, like they'll have a better idea or a different idea about all this. So maybe that's kind of a way of saying they're going to try to fix this, but then again, they're not. We don't know yet. We'll have to see. Now, with my iPhone 4, I actually have a case on it, and I still, if I hold it like this, I'm not using the death grip and squeezing it as tight as I can. All I have to do is hold it like I normally do when I'm talking on my phone in my left or right hand, doesn't matter, and I have a signal drop. Like right now, I can't really show you because in this house I have no signal hardly at all, but even with the case, I still have problems. So is the case going to fix it? I don't think so. And back again where they were talking about other smartphones have these issues, they were saying even the 3GS and 3G have these issues. They're just not as big of a problem because the antenna is on the outside of the iPhone 4. And also he said that the 3GS probably didn't have as many issues because when the 3GS came out, there was already so many cases for it, and that 80% of the users that bought a 3GS walked out with a case on it, which I think that number is way over exaggerated in my opinion. Well, that's not really an opinion, but that's my thoughts. I think that's over exaggerated. And they also give you a quick little reminder that the iPhone 4 White will be available at the end of this month. So that wraps up the event. That's their thoughts on the issues with the antenna on the iPhone 4. They don't think it's a problem, but here you go. Here's a free case because the media is making it out as a problem. Now, here's what I want you guys to do. Since so many people on the internet are saying that it is a problem, and then Apple showing that no, it's not a problem because look at their data, I have set a poll up on my website. So the poll question is, do you experience problems with the iPhone 4's antenna? Have you had dropped calls? Have you had dropped bars? Have you just noticed everything's going bad? I want everybody that has an iPhone 4 to answer this poll. Even if you have an iPhone 4 and you aren't having these issues, please let me know if you aren't having these issues. Let me know in the poll, because I'm actually going to send this email. I'm going to send an email to Steve Jobs with this poll information, like maybe say in a month afterwards, after we get enough people to vote. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I guess Apple did their best, and that's about all they can do without doing a recall of the iPhone 4. Let me know what you think about this, and don't forget to vote on the poll. I have a link down there in the description. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.